All right. Welcome, everyone, to SilverPros. So glad you can be here. I am YankeeStacking, and I have my great, good friend and co-host, Silver Dragons, joining me.
Hey, what's up? Happy to be here.
It's good to be here. It's good to have everybody here. Smash the like if you're enjoying yourself here during SilverPros. We're going to try to help you stack like a pro. All right. So where do you want to begin?
Well, we got a lot to get to tonight.
Yeah, we do.
We kind of alluded to some of the stuff we want to talk about. I think maybe out the gate, we got to go over some of this AI stuff and sort of, flush all that out. And then we get to the Q&A. What do you think?
Well, AI stuff, and then we got to talk about what's going on with silver, and then we
Oh,
can get to the
yeah.
Q&A. Right? I don't know if that's the right
Okay.
order or
Okay,
not.
so
I
we
don't know.
got a
How do
few
we do
things.
it?
But I kind of want to do the AI stuff first, kind of front load it. Don't
Okay,
you
yeah.
think?
Let's get the AI stuff out of the way. This is important because a lot of people have been seeing these videos. I get emails, comments. People in the wild are actually starting to say, "Oh, I saw this video on Samsung Silver, and I saw this other video about a confiscation." And I'm like, "You got to
Mm-hmm.
be kidding me!" And what they're doing is they're popping up new channels all over the place, and they're creating
Right.
a avatar. One of them, very popular, is an Asian-looking gentleman, and it's fake. And a lot of people don't realize it. And even though if you do realize it, what's happening is, along with the real information, the truth, they're mixing in misinformation and even lies, made up stuff, incredibly wrong narratives. And I think it's important for people to realize that.
Yeah.
So let me just show the first one that I saw is this. This is the one, seizure authorized. They just unauthorized the seizure.
Even the thumbnails AI.
Look at that. But they call it the green confiscation has begun.
Right.
And just to show you, they're blitzing YouTube with this. Look at all this. They just authorized the seizure. They just authorized the seizure. They just authorized. I'm getting a seizure just looking at this. It's crazy. So,
Yeah.
what's up with this green confiscation thing? Well, if you watch this original one, and I didn't watch them all, I'm getting sick of it. So, I just doing this because I think it can help some people out there. This avatar comes up and it says December 10th, 2025. Congress passed a 1,850 page climate bill. And I, Mr. AI, will read you the exact text of Section 3, Subsection 14, Paragraph 6 of House Resolution Bill 98471. So I'm like, all right, so 9847. I'm sorry, 9847. So 9847.
So
What
you look
is
it up.
that? Yeah, so I did. I went to right here.
And
Congress.gov, HR 9847. That was the number, 9847. Creating Early Childhood Leaders Act.
so
Okay,
not okay, so
okay,
it's not
maybe
new.
maybe
It's
they buried.
2024,
Did they bury
but
any
but
silver in here?
it doesn't have anything to do with silver.
Silver. There's not one word says silver in here.
Okay. So all right, so here's what's going on. So some people call it the AI hallucinations. We've been hearing about this for probably a year now, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
AI just kind of goes off the rails and it makes up stuff to fill in the gaps, and they're just trying to be entertaining with these channels, I think. But a lot of people are taking it as fact. And they're not even looking into it. They're just, oh, okay, that sounds about right, and believing it. When literally AI is making up lies, in this case about silver, and
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty concerning.
Now, some people would say, well, they confiscated silver or gold in the past, Yankee. What are you saying? They can't confiscate again? No, of course not. They could. In fact, I've done many videos on a potential gold and silver confiscation. Did a whole playlist on it. And I discussed why I think that's highly unlikely this time around. There's many reasons. I don't
Especially when they're selling silver.
I know, right? U.S. Mint. That's an indication to look for. Is the U.S. Mint still selling, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many reasons. And one of the things I wanted to say here too is there's an action plan that this particular video gave. And just let me run a few of the action plans that they
Oh
put
boy.
together, right?
Oh boy.
Convert your silver stack to gold since they don't want your gold.
That is ridiculous.
They only want silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't want gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So convert it. Not only that, buy gold numismatics.
Oh.
Yeah, because, they can't be confiscated.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
this AI bot referred to the 1933 Executive Order 6102 and falsely claimed that the same exemption in that executive order is in Section 3, subsection 14, paragraph F of this fictitious bill I just showed you. So
Oh my
even then, it
gosh.
started to say, well, they could do it again. And in fact, they wrote it into this latest bill.
They're doubling
Yeah.
down on
So
the
they're
lie.
doubling down on the lie. No, they didn't. This thing is
Yeah.
crazy. The other thing they say is grade. Grade all your silver bullion with PCGS.
No, that's
Grade it
ridiculous.
all your bullion?
That's so dumb.
And then
I
there's
mean,
other
you're gonna
stuff
lose a
too,
lot
but
of money if you did that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think when it comes to this AI stuff, you just
Yep.
got to know. All right, it's kind of for entertainment, but it's
Mm,
borderline. It's sketchy at best, and YouTube should do a better job of letting people know, hey, these are AI generated. And people should take it with a grain of salt. And to be perfectly honest, these new channels, why would you trust them anyway? If a new channel pops up with hardly any views and subscribers, I don't trust what they say. You
mm-hmm,
got to listen to them for a while,
mm-hmm.
feel them out. And you and I, we've been on YouTube for what, like 7 8 years now? I
Seven,
mean,
eight
going
years.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've been doing this a very long time. You could go back and watch our videos from 5 6 7 8 years ago, and see if our stance has changed, and what's different. And we've been saying the same thing the whole time. So
Let me just
yeah, I
wrap up this one because I want to show you a different one. But there's
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
plan. There's no plan, green or otherwise, to confiscate your silver.
It's lies.
They don't need to take your retail silver items. Could they? Sure, but they don't need it. Most Americans don't have it. Really.
Right.
It's not worth the effort. There's a lot of other easier targets for the government to perform a great taking, especially with your digital assets.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to go door to door kicking down saying, give us your silver. That is fear mongering. Okay. So the other thing, I'm going to jump to one which is kind of tied to this. This is the emergency CFTC. This is something else that's floating around out there.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
So check this out. Emergency CFTC meeting banning silver on the 19th. That's what, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. They said,
Uh-oh.
you only have 72 hours. Whoop, whoop. And then you won't be able to buy anymore. Right? So it's
Yeah.
insane. There is absolutely nothing. I even looked. I went to the CFTC, which is the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. And he's like, okay, is there an event coming up here? Today there was a keynote. There's nothing. There is not. This is not going to happen. Okay.
You know what this is like, Yankee?
Jeez.
This is like those channels that say, "Oh, there's like a rapture coming," right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then once the date passes, now they're lying and you never trust them. So these channels that are saying, "Oh, it's coming," there's this emergency meeting, tomorrow. Once tomorrow passes and there is no emergency meeting and nothing happens, now that channel's just lying and you can never listen to them again.
Now I know everybody watching right now is way, way smarter than this, right? You
Oh
guys,
yeah.
if you've been watching SilverPros, you're stacking like a pro. You're not going to fall for this, right? Right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, this last one that I'm going to share has a lot of truth. In fact, we might want to just touch on the truth of this, but I have to tell you a lie in here as well. This is another AI channel. This is called Currency Archive, right? Leaked. Samsung execs land in Mexico buying all the silver.
Oh gosh.
Yes. In fact, if you listen to this, and there's a whole bunch of other ones in the other channels, right? If you listen to it, this is what the guy says. Samsung just dropped a bomb. They're reopening a Mexican silver mine, and there was a secret flight last Sunday in a Learjet or some, I forget the name of the jet, but anyways, he goes into all this narrative, this really cool story. They go in the darkness of night, and while you were watching football on Sunday, they were making the deal that would change everything. So, I mean, it was like, but you see, dude, that's what AI does.
It's entertainment.
They take, you feed it prompts, it scrapes the internet for sources. It
Yeah.
uses nuggets of truth, then it creates its own narrative and fills in all the gaps with pure make-believe.
Well,
All
and
for-
and
Yeah.
And there is some stuff that's true. Like, you've been watching this for a very long time. Samsung
Yep.
has been working on solid state
They sure
batteries.
have.
A lot of people are talking like that is true, but the
Right.
fact that, they're saying, okay, they're buying up all the silver and they're these mines, it's like, come on, guys, like, you know, we're not that gullible, right?
Well, no, but there's something else that's true. They are working with a Mexican silver mine. They are actually reopening, but it didn't happen last Sunday in the dead of night. It actually happened right here. Silverstorm Mining enters into a $7 million offtake financing with Samsung CNT. Okay? So
Okay.
and they're actually it's a loan. Okay? It's a secured loan. All right? The collateral is actually
Interesting.
the assets of the mine, and they want all the lead, silver, and zinc concentrate. Right. I get it.
That's actually really
It
interesting
is
that that
interesting.
that they've
Yeah.
gone as far as to secure this for a product that's not
Yeah.
even out yet.
In
That actually is
right.
interesting.
October. Okay, you didn't hear about this until the AI scraped it and started creating a bogus narrative.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, this is nothing new too. Let me play you this. This is just 50 seconds. How Samsung's silver solid state battery will
Oh gosh.
revolutionize EV, right? Listen.
Yo, check it
Sure.
out. Samsung just dropped some futuristic juice on the electric car game. We're talking about their brand new solid state battery tech that's got everyone buzzing. And guess what? It's got silver in it, like real
Whoa. Silver?
AI.
This is AI slop. All right, let's continue.
silver. Yeah, that's right. We're taking bling to the battery world. Imagine this, you're rolling in your EV with a 600-mile range. That's almost double what today's whips can do. Not anymore. This baby charges in
It's
just
all
9
AI.
minutes. That's quicker than it takes to pick up your
AI
favorite burrito.
pictures, AI
Oh,
video.
and it's light as a feather too. And here's the kicker, it's got a 20-year lifespan.
Okay,
Your car's
so
gonna last so long, you might pass.
all right, I'm not going to play any more of it. Guess when this came out?
I have no idea.
August 14th, 2024.
Yeah, they've been talking about
They've
this
been
for a
talking
while.
about this thing for years and years and years. My point is, guys, yeah, there's going to be something cool. It might be,
I think
this.
it's 2027 was the earliest.
Oh, my camera's
that they
out. Hold
said.
on a second here. What?
I think they said 2027 was when they expected the Samsung to release the solid state.
Really?
And we were talking about this earlier too. That there's a few other battery technologies
Mm-hmm.
that could rival this or compete with this. So, is the silver going to be the one that wins? Maybe.
Yes,
And if it
exactly.
is, it's going to eat up a lot of silver. We just don't know yet. It's too soon to
Right.
know. So for them to say this is a fact, this is, certainty, whatever, it's ridiculous.
I agree. So just be careful, guys. When you hear this stuff, always think it through, double check it. Some people are thinking this may be a Chinese psyop. I'm serious. They're
I wouldn't be
flooding-
that surprised, to be
Isn't that
honest.
amazing? Who knows? Who knows? But you need to be careful. All right. I think we beat that into the ground. I just felt passionate about it. I wanted to help everyone.
There you go.
All right. So let's talk about silver and what's going on, dude. I mean,
It's had a pretty
it's
good
out of
year,
control.
Yankee.
It sure has. I'm having problems with my camera. You talk about what's going on.
All right,
Fix this
so
thing.
silver's up 120 some odd percent for the year.
Yep.
It's been on a tear. We keep hitting new all-time highs.
Mm.
You can see the price here. Recently, we hit 66. I think it backed off a little bit today. We're sitting around $65 an ounce for silver. And a lot of people are talking about the fact that it's more expensive now for 1 ounce of silver than a whole barrel of oil. So let that sink in. But yeah, no,
What a climb.
and do you want to talk about like our predictions for this year? How wrong we were, Yankee? I mean, or you want to wait and get into that?
Or how
later?
wrong you were.
Well, we
You
we
were-
all were, really. I mean,
You actually beat me. You were right. You were more right than I was, right?
really?
You were more right. Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
So let's go back. Yeah, my camera is messing up. I'm sorry. So let's I'll just yeah, look at that. I guess I'm gonna have to go to a lovely silver screen there. All right. So yeah, so we talked about our targets for silver back in January of this
Right.
year, right? And we were with Adrian and Tim
Harry,
and Harry
Tim.
and you and I.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to pull it up right now because I kept it. And we said mid-year. All right, here we go. Tim thought silver would hit 38. What was silver at
Okay.
the time? What was silver in January?
28, 29.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Wow, more than double that. Jeez. All right, Tim thought 38. I thought 40.
Okay.
You thought 42, and so did Harry and
Mhm.
Adrian. So all three of you thought 42. We're all wrong.
We're way off, but I mean, we all predicted silver to go up,
True.
so we were right in that sense. We just didn't know how much. And I think a lot of us would be lying if we said, "Oh yeah, I knew silver is going to 65."
Of course.
I mean, that like when it was 28, I feel like even with us predicting $42 or $40 silver,
Yep.
people thought we were nuts. Like, "Oh, wow, it's really going to 40?" Like, I don't know.
Yep.
And
I
of
agree.
course we were way off, but I'm okay to be wrong though. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not. I would rather be wrong this way, right? I mean, we picked a number that we thought was accurate. We thought, we educated guess. We looked at different factors and what others were saying, and we're like, yeah. And it surprised everyone.
Mhm.
Everyone. Nobody saw this coming. I don't believe, at least this year. At some point, we knew it was going to break out, right?
Yep.
We knew. Gold has already reached its all-time record highs. Silver has not reached its all-time inflation-adjusted record high. What is that, by
Right.
the way? What is that?
So there's a couple different ways to measure it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're using the CPI numbers, I think most would agree it's around 144 to 147, somewhere in there, is the inflation adjusted high for silver.
So
And
this
that
is
was
silver prices, macro trends, adjusted, and it was right in this 2011 timeframe, right there, 146.98.
yeah, right in there. Yep. So that's the inflation adjusted all-time high for silver. We still got quite a ways to go till we get there.
Yes, absolutely. I want to ask you what you think is going to happen with that next year, but we'll get to it. Gold, obviously, yeah, we've blown through that, and also, the ratio, gold to silver ratio. So what's the low on that? When have we seen the low for gold to silver ratio? Let's see.
Well, recently the low we saw in 2011, it went down to like 33.
Dude,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I believe
We're in
if you
the-
go way back into like the 1979, 1980, I think it went.
Right.
I'm trying to remember if it was like 17 or something. It was really, really low.
But in modern times, we're looking at in the 30s, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the low. Yeah, for sure.
Just broke in there. So 40s would be. So we're at just below 70, which is significant. That hasn't happened in a while. So that is showing something. I thought it might be that gold drops, but it was silver that really took off to make that ratio happen. So my question is, do we go there now? Do we give our predictions now, or do you want to open it up for Q&A?
Let's do the predictions.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and in fact, we're on your channel tonight, Yankee. Why don't you tell everyone where do you think silver's going next year?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, age before beauty, as they say.
Jeez. All right, all right. My first guess was going to be, again, more conservative. And then I thought, boy, should I just go for it? Think about this. So there's a few factors weighing in. A lot of people, a lot of sites that I'm reading and banks and so forth are predicting a lot. And in terms of the price going up, I'm looking at this from what is going on a macro level next year, and even geopolitically next year, that could really make a difference in the silver price. Not just the inflation, normal going up and all that. And the thing that just keeps jumping out on me is that it is a midterm election year. And I'm very, very concerned. And so is Trump, because that's why he spoke last night. He's very concerned about the economy. He's very, very concerned about affordability and about a full-blown headline, capital R, recession. I know we've been in one since a long time, right? We're struggling, but I do think some prices, like Trump said, have come down. The problem is in the areas that we deal with day to day, they haven't. So, and unemployment has also increased. Now, I know a lot of that is the federal workers, and you got to get underneath the covers to see what those numbers are. But the point is, I think next year, the media, the mainstream media, the left, and a lot of the administration's enemies are going to do everything they can to make this look horrible. And if we do go into a recession, that's when you usually see silver really get creamed. So I'm thinking that's in the back of my mind. Oh, what if it could really? It happened in the Great Recession. Silver went down 50%.
I know.
So I mean, it was a huge drop. Of course, they came in and stimulated the like crazy, so that shot it way up until 2011. So that is where I think it'll eventually go up, way up. All that to say, originally I was going to say $90 an ounce by the end of next year.
Whoa.
I know. I was being very conservative, very concerned about the midterms.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I can't be lowball on this again. No. I think it'll double. I think it'll go. I think it will hit 130 and settle back to 120 by the end of 2026. And that's bold for me. That is a high number for me. I originally was thinking 90. But I said, what the heck? I'm going to go 120.
Wow. So $120 silver next year. So we'll finally hit the triple digits.
Yep.
And
jeez, I do realize what I'm saying.
Wow, you're actually saying that. Yankee.
I know, I'm actually saying that.
That's pretty wild.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna be completely wrong. All right, enough of me. I gave you my number, 120. How about you?
Well, here's the thing. It's okay to be wrong. We were wrong this year.
Yeah, we're having fun with this.
We were off by what, like 50% or something?
More than 50%. At least I was. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, we're off by quite a bit this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to know what's going to happen next year. We could see recession.
Mm-hmm.
We could see silver crash initially and then take off. So is it going to be a few years before we get to triple digits?
Yep.
I think ultimately we definitely are going to triple digits this decade. But yeah, no. So for me, here's the thing. I was so wrong this year. I did not expect this to happen. I think we're going to see something special next year. I really do. I think we're not.
120 is pretty special, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It is. But I think we're going to see something pretty nuts.
Even more than that?
Yeah, so there's three different reasons why I think silver is going to pop higher than that. The first is if we get back to a low GSR like we saw in 2011.
Yep.
Like a lot of people are saying gold's going to 5,000, which I think it will. And if we could get to that 33 GSR again, then we're looking at 149 silver, something like that.
About 150 then.
150, yep. If we get the inflation adjusted all-time high for silver, we're looking at right around 150. And also, gold's inflation adjusted all-time high was only like 2,800 using the CPI numbers. So gold's way above the old high that it hit in 1980, way above. So that's the second reason I think it could go. And then the other one, I'm trying to remember. So there was the how it performed this year. So this year we're up 126% or so for the year. If we repeat that next year, you're looking right around 150. So I'm going to go 150 for next year, which I know
150.
Yeah, I know.
Here I thought 120 was like really, really out there.
Look.
150.
I could be completely wrong.
No, I know. I understand your logic, though. I do. I get your logic.
There's three different reasons.
Yep.
It's kind of pointing towards 150, and so that's kind of the number I'm thinking. I mean, look, silver could top off around 70. We could hit a recession, go down to like 40. There's so many things that could happen, but I don't see that I don't see that.
And this is at the
personally.
end of the year, December 31st.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right.
if silver does crash in like the in the summer and then take off towards the end, we could still get there.
I've just written them both down, dude. We're locked in. We can't go back now. And then when we get Tim
All right.
and Harry and Adrian on, we'll tell them what we picked. See what they say.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. All right.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I think we're almost ready to get into the Q&A section, right?
Let's do the Q&A. That was kind of fun. We got
was
some
fun.
crazy predictions for next year. Again, look, it's kind of fun. We're just guessing.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen. But ultimately, I think everyone here feels silver can go a lot higher.
Exactly. And your gold prediction, no, this is SilverPros. 5,000? No problem.
Yeah, $5,000
No
gold
problem.
next year. Yeah,
Your questions.
it could go to
here.
6, but I think 5 is a pretty conservative.
All right, so while I put the Q&A up there, and you can switch your chat over to, at the top left-hand corner, switch it over to questions, and you can put your questions in there. We'll try to get at least 10 out of this. But before I need to stick a link in the chat so people know how to enter the giveaways, right?
Sure, explain it.
All right, so we're the wheel of names is gone. All right,
It's dead.
It's dead. It's time to move on. I know. I've struggled with this. My family knows. I've been in mourning over this whole thing. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to use this. The YouTube random comment picker. We've used it before. All right. And I'm going to put in the chat this link that you see right there. Boom.
And they
mods,
can already see the words they need right there.
boom,
Silver
silver.
Pros.
Oh, look at that. I'm going to have to change it. Nope. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it.
Wow.
Oh, I'm pulling an audible. You got to wait a little longer before you. Oh, I know.
Rigged wheel.
No. Now it's the rig giveaway comment picker. Don't say that. No, I know. I had it in there because I tested it. I want to make sure everything works just right.
Okay.
So that's the link. It's my last video. Oh, Tiger.
Well, you're not going to tell them the
No,
code
Rig
yet?
Nation did not win. It was a technical difficulty. Funny guy. Thanks for the $5 super chat, buddy. What?
So when are you going to tell? Why are we giving him the link if we're not telling him the code yet?
That's the
Are we
link.
not going to tell him the code?
You want me to tell him the code? Fine.
Don't we have to tell him the code?
Okay, fine. I'll, just in case somebody thought it was rigged, I'm going to do SilverPros. There you go. Fine. SilverPros. That's what you need to put in a comment at that video. Right there in the link. The link is in the chat. I'll put it in there again. Mods, you can... Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll pin it to the top.
Yeah, have the mods let them know. So
I'll pin the message to the
just
top.
so there's clarity, we got about 1,000 people here.
Woo.
You need to go to that link. It's
Right at
one
the
of
top.
Yankee's. It's his last YouTube video. Leave a comment. Say, hey, saw you on SilverPros.
You got it.
Loved SilverPros today.
Yankee's wrong with his prediction. I think Silver Dragons is right. Whatever you want to put, but just make sure
You
the
can even
words.
say
Silver Pros.
we're all pros here and we like silver. It just has to have
Just
the word
have those
silver
two words in it. Yep.
and the word pros.
There you go.
In a comment
Right.
in any order
Mm-hmm.
on that video to enter the giveaway tonight, and then come back and obviously hang out with us until we do the giveaway. You can see if you won or not.
That's right. So we'll do that after we do the Q&A. Now we go to the Q&A. What do we got here for questions? Oh, they're filling up fast. All right. Can you see that too?
Yep.
All right, good. Okay. Justin wants to know, do you foresee silver stalling or falling in the next 2 weeks due to a lot of local coin shop dealers closing for the holidays? 3 of mine are closed. That's
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Look. I think when it comes to silver price, I don't think the local coin shops are really affecting the price at all. I mean, I would be surprised if they're putting any sort of a dent, because think about how the silver is filtering through these coin shops, right? A lot of them are flooded with silver.
Right.
It's not like they're placing these massive orders from the wholesalers who are pulling silver from the COMEX, and they're
It's a whole different market. They're dealing in the retail market.
yeah, it's
not big
retail. I mean,
bars,
that's a
yeah.
lot of trickle down for the LCSs to make a dent. I think they have so much silver coming in over the counter that's mostly what they're selling anyway. So I would say even if the LCS, even if all of them close for a couple weeks, I don't think it's really going to affect silver price at all.
Now, I don't know what's happening at Harry's. I do know what's happening at Tim's.
A lot of people there.
A lot of people. Lines
A lot
out
of
the
selling
door.
too. A lot of selling.
A lot of selling. He's starting to see the video I'm going to be dropping next week. He said more buyers than sellers, which really surprises me. I'm like, really,
That's
Tim?
good, though. That's good.
What happened? He said, right now, I took a poll. All right, who's buying in here? It was a long line. Most of them were buying. So I'm like, that's wild. I was surprised. Now, when he buys back silver, he's going quite a ways back from spot.
Yeah, all of them are.
All of them are. All the local coin shop dealers are doing it as a hedge, protect themselves from a
and
massive
also
drop.
If they need to offload it
Yes.
to a refiner, the refiners are all buying it way back a spot.
It's true.
Everything,
That's
even
true.
Eagles, Silver Eagles, they're paying, a few bucks back. So it's not really surprising that the local coin shops are doing something similar.
Although it has brought up a lot of people. A lot of people have asked and are concerned that, hey, Yankee, what will happen if, if this thing keeps going up? Are they just going to close? I'm not buying it. I can't buy it. And I've heard that has happened. Local coin shop dealers have closed doors, at least temporarily. They did that years ago, and I've seen them starting to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a concern.
It's pretty sad. We do have a super chat here. Thank you, Kim1, for the $10. America can lower the national debt internally by $24 trillion. Also, no one talks about how much money other nations owe us. America only owes foreign nations $11 to $14 trillion. There you go.
Thank you for that super chat. I think I just lost you. Let me just share that one more time with you. There we go. Switch over question. Sorry, I just lost that on there.
Hey, no worries.
What else we got? What do we got?
So back to the Q&A.
Back to the Q&A. What do you see on there? Would you?
Let's see. Would you consider? This is from Aaron. Would you consider buying 90% a buy, hold, or sell right now? Definitely not a sell.
No. That's the last silver you should be selling if you have to sell. Is
actually,
90%.
yeah, that's a good point. If you're getting rid of your silver, and you're doing it a little bit at a time, just kind of like how you buy it, that probably is the last thing you should get rid of, because if you ever need to barter, that's going to be your go-to.
And you're also not going to get as much as you would.
You will get less.
Yeah. So, would you consider it? I would hold it right now. I'm not buying any more junk. I'm not buying any more 90% right now.
I would say it's a hold or a buy, especially if you're getting it under spot, especially if you're getting started with your stack and you don't have any.
Right.
It's a really good buy. I would try and get it under spot, and I think you can. I think you'll be successful, especially if you're buying like private party, but even at the local coin shop, all the ones I've seen are all pretty much under spot right now for 90%. So I would say it's a buy or a hold.
Really quick. Thank you, Chipper, for the $2 super chat. Is there any update on October 8th giveaway? I'm going to be giving away some extra silver tonight, guys. That from my 200,000 subscriber mega or giga didn't get claimed, and there was a couple eagles that at the very end I didn't give away. Well, I'm going to give them away tonight. So I've got a bunch of silver I need to give away, some pocket pingers and some other stuff. So that'll happen. And then SD Bullion is really being generous tonight. So I'll show you what they're going to be giving away. You don't want to go anywhere. Tiger, I did thank you for another $5 super chat. I didn't hurt my back working the rig wheel. Stop it. No, that's not how it happened. And Ray Bar, good to see you in here. The wheel is AI, which is rigged. No. Not. And then Kim won last one, a $10 super chat. The super chats get bumped to the front, guys. I'm sorry, it's capitalism. American can lower the national debt internally by $24 trillion. Did you read this, by the way? Did I mess up? You didn't read that, did you?
I read it.
Oh, you read it? Nah, my bad. Sorry, I was trying to get the chat back up, man. But thank you for that $10 super chat. I appreciate it. All right, back to the Q&A. We need to hit.
What's with the old timers saying it'll go down? It's because they've seen this happen twice before.
Okay, is he talking about Tim?
Well, did Tim say that?
He keeps predicting a massive pullback, a drop, whatever.
Yeah, he's
and
shell shocked.
and every time he says that, I look at him like, dude, he has a point, and I'm not going to belabor it here, and I'm not going to go into it too deeply. He has experienced what the true spot price and price discovery with physical metals was back in the 70s and 80s. I remember it as a kid, going and looking up Handy and Harmon spot price. It was the actual metal. Futures markets weren't even involved at that point. Then over time, and I've documented, I'm going to do a video on it, I've documented how the spot price changed over the decades. And he sees it as a 35-year coin shop dealer. He's seen it change, and he doesn't buy it. He thinks it's fake. He thinks it's a manipulated garbage number. But I look at him, I go, dude, that's what we have to use right now to buy and sell our metals, right? He's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, to some degree, yeah.
It
I guess
is.
it's a good starting
We're
place.
stuck, yeah.
But the stack price has always been a little bit different than spot. And we've seen it fluctuate.
Yes,
I feel like, the sell price now doesn't really track spot. It's under.
True.
Yeah, and there's no hiding that. Like, everyone's talking about that. Everyone knows you want to sell your silver to a coin shop, you're not going to get spot.
Right.
So, the sell price is different. The stack price has kind of always been different. But I see what you're saying. It is
But
sort of a starting place.
also the true prepper stackers, the ones that are holding on, that price is different as well. I've talked to many
That's
people.
true.
What would you part with this silver if you didn't have to? And they're like, yeah, no. That shows you what the real value is, right? Not the futures market. That's manipulated. That's totally hypothecated. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We talk about silver, which is obviously all our favorite, but what's your prediction on platinum price as we approach 2000 an ounce? I mean, I don't stack it at all. And I choose not to speculate and trade in it. Do you? Do you ever do much?
I
with
got
platinum?
a little bit of platinum. In fact, I might consider selling it, honestly.
See, yeah, that's not a
paid
deep
like
stack,
$9
is it?
I paid like $900 for my platinum. I might just sell it, actually,
That's not a deep stack item, is it?
and just get some more silver.
There
Probably.
you go.
But I don't know. Yeah, no, it could definitely hit 2000. I think it could go up quite a bit. I mean, it was
yeah.
above gold. It was above gold at one point. So.
Correct. I don't think that's going to happen again, though.
No, and the premiums have always been pretty crazy on platinum, so it's not as good to stack, and it's also not a monetary metal. So I don't believe in it, but I think it could do well.
A lot of buzz over what Dean Franklin asks there.
How about JP Morgan going long with a lot of silver and China changing the export rules?
I know about the JP Morgan shift.
Yeah, I don't know if, China not wanting to get rid of their silver, I don't blame them. I think America might be next. I've heard some people talk about that. We heard Josh Fair mention it.
Right.
What if they do that in America? That's big news if they do that. If they say we cannot export, even like the COMEX going to London, if they do that, I mean, that's like...
Well, the first step really was putting it on the critical minerals list, right?
Yeah, that's step one.
That's step one. Right. And that's legit. That's not AI slop. By the way, did you know?
No, it's confirmed.
Did you know that slop was Webster's word of the year for 2025?
Really?
Slop. AI slop. I'm going to use that. All right. When is the correction for gold and silver? Dean wants to know that. I think that is what people are waiting for. Nobody wants to buy at 65, then correct at 54. No, of course not. But there are buyers at 65. You know what's funny? Can I just say this? I remember the same thing when it was 30.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy at 30 now?
I know.
When's a correction? 40.
Even 20, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were all like, who's going to buy at 30? Who's going to buy at 40? People are buying it at 65.
I know. Every milestone, people will freak out, and it is a big deal every time it goes up another $10. But you got to remember, like, the percentage is getting lower every time it goes up 10 more. Going from 20 to 30 is a lot bigger of a deal than going from 60 to 70. So
Wayne wants to know if silver will level off under 100. What are the chances? I think that's a huge barrier
Wow.
psychologically. Don't you? Isn't that going to be hard to break through?
Maybe.
There's going to be
I
resistance, I think, at
I
that
think
point.
there will be some resistance, definitely psychological,
Mhm.
right around 100. I think there'll be a lot of profit taking, but I think ultimately it will go through, and I think once it does, it's just off to the races. So I've got faith in silver. I mean, after this year, how could you not? I mean, it's up 126% on the year.
know.
We still got what, 2 more weeks left about, so yeah.
Well, why don't you
Um,
pick one? God.
yeah, I wanted to read this question here. Uh, what do you guys feel like the bottom is for silver after these huge highs? Like, how low could it go? What do you think?
I think it could get into the 30s in worst case scenario.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
Yeah, break 40. Break
It
that.
could get cut in half. We've seen
Mhm.
it get cut in half a few times before, especially if there's like a stock market crash type deal.
Yep.
So let's say the Nasdaq just plummets,
Mhm.
recession, whatever, all the tech stocks are crashing. Silver could go down, yeah, into the 30s, but then it's probably going to rebound and go up 5x from there, right?
Right, right.
So,
Hey, I
yeah.
got a super chat. Very nice one. $10 super chat from Real Jack. Received my signed Washington 5-ounce today in the mail. You got the signed one. Well
Nice.
done, Real Jack. Wow. It's a beauty. What do you guys think about the Japan carry trade impact will be if there's a rate hike tomorrow? Actually, I think there's supposed to be a potential quarter percentage point rate hike, I think, in Japan, Bank of Japan. I think they'll be up to like 0.75, which is a
Wow.
30-year high. This is what I don't know the details, but my gut tells me that it's just it's just a reduced demand for U.S. Treasuries. Japan, they're the largest holder of U.S. Treasuries, foreign holder, and they don't seem to want our Treasuries now, which is a big deal. Which is one of the reasons why we're now back into QE, that
Right.
the Federal Reserve is now buying our treasuries. Temporarily, of course, says Jerome Powell. Temporarily. It's not a policy change or anything. We're just needing to do it. Why? Because Japan doesn't want them as much anymore. And
Yeah,
I
I
think,
wonder why
yeah,
silver's going up.
there you
QE.
go. I think that factors in as well. Yeah.
Right, cutting rates, QE, all that. Hey, here's a question here from Mr. Jim. If silver goes too high, will coin shops and such be willing to buy, or will they clam up and stop buying?
Yeah, I mentioned that
Is
earlier.
Tim ever gonna stop buying?
But I did a video on him with him, and I said, "What happens if silver hits 100?" He goes, "That's it. I'm done." Oh, believe me, I'm coming
Is he
back to that.
joking?
No, he was serious when I said that. This was like
What
a
does it
year and
mean
a half
he's
ago.
done?
I took close the
Like,
stores. I can't. You
he'll
can't
s-
operate it in that environment. No,
No way.
I think he's being bombastic there. But I'm gonna bring it up to him again. I'm like, I might even play it. I'll get him in studio and I'll bring it up and I'll play it. I'll play his response, and then I'll
Yeah.
look at him and go, well.
We're not that far off. I
Dude,
mean,
Bill asks, what's first, $75 silver or 5,000 gold?
probably silver. I mean, it moves so much faster.
I agree. Yep.
And going back to the coin shops being willing to buy silver or not, I asked the guys at Harry's, if silver goes to 100, are you going to stop buying? They said no way. One thing that they did say though is that depending on the willingness for the wholesalers to buy and at what price, again, just like right now, you're getting offers under spot for your silver. It'll probably be more of the same. Even if silver's at 100, you might not be able to sell it for 100 to a coin shop, especially if they're getting flooded with silver, like all of them are right now.
So what
So
happened? How does that factor into your strategy of playing
I
the
know,
GSR? Think
I
about
know.
this. I've talked to you about nope, sorry, can't take it. We're only going to give you this much.
I know. I think you have to factor in the spread. Yeah, what's the real not the paper GSR? How much can I actually sell it for? How much can I actually buy gold for? You know, so if gold's 5,000 and let's say silver's like 110 and I can sell my silver for 100, then it's effectively, you know, a 50-to-1
Right,
ratio.
right.
So you do have to factor that in when you're playing it. But I still think that would
Yep.
be a good move. I mean, come on, 50-to-1, that's great.
Oh, these are great questions. I want I want to talk about the TFT's question about jumping to $150, but I did get a super chat. With gold going up so much, do you think 1/10 ounce gold is a bad buy? Thank you for the $10 super chat, Joel. Appreciate that.
Hmm.
I
Depends
don't
on the
like.
premium.
I know. I know.
Are you still 20% is kind of the, or sorry, 5% is kind of your high for gold?
Oh yeah, it should be lower than that. You should well at a 1/10 ounce, maybe not. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. But
Yeah.
a 1 ounce should be 1% max, two maybe. 1/10 might be five. Um, I just can you hold on, Joel, just a little bit longer and maybe go for the 1/4 ounce. You'll save on those premiums. Still save on those premiums if you can. If you can be patient, do it. I don't think you
But
have to rush with gold as much as you might want to with silver.
yeah, you don't need to rush to buy it, and
No.
also like you know, a 1/4 ounce of gold is over
I
$1,000
know that
now.
is a lot. It used to be a lot less when I had that mantra. Can't wait for a quarter. Now it's like, $1,000 ain't cheap, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Stacking Surfer, thanks for the 10 spot. Support
hey.
real stacker channels. Don't be fooled by these fake AI channels that are spewing lies.
Thank you, Surfer. I appreciate it. I appreciated your live stream the other day when you were talking about this as well. Good for you. Yeah, back to TFT. Oh, before I do that, guys, the link at the top of the chat, mods, please reiterate that. That's the link to my last video with Tim. It's doing really well. It's going to be near 200,000. Not as much as an AI channel, though. Go to that and leave a comment that says Silver and Pros in it.
SilverPros.
SilverPros, 2 words. Put
That's
it
how
in
you
there.
enter the giveaway.
That's how you enter the giveaways, and they're good coming up. So do that. TFT, if silver jumps to 150, like you are guessing that it will next year,
Yeah,
what
it's a
does
guess.
what does that indicate for our economy, and what is your next metals move?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it would indicate that we didn't hit that big recession, or we did early and then it was able to bounce up quick enough.
Right. They responded with the money printing and the like they did
more QE and
like
more
they did in 2008.
inflation.
Right.
And when they do that, then it's like, all right, here we go again.
That's when we're wrong, by the way, with our predictions.
That's fine.
See,
What if silver ends at 40, but then it's going to go to 200 the next year? Fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, I am concerned about the economy, TFT. So to answer your question, no. I think you can go as high as 200 without it necessarily indicating a collapsed economy. Really.
Sure.
That's not the number. That's just getting back to where it should be inflation adjusted, man. I mean, metals have lagged inflation. It's been the redheaded stepchild. While everything else is going up and everything else is more expensive, we've been waiting for metals to do what it's doing now. So there's nothing abnormal. It's normal. It should have happened. We've been waiting for it. But if silver goes to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, we have major, major problems. In my opinion, that's an economic collapse, in my opinion. That's not normal. That shouldn't happen. Gold to 200,000 or 20,000, 50,000. We've got major problems, in my opinion.
Probably. And unless we actually do run out of silver. I mean,
well, that's a big problem, man.
Actually happens.
But our country runs. Everything is made of silver, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Is if we actually do run out of silver, then the price will have to go up to compensate. If there's none available, it'll keep going up until people are willing to sell at that price. So that's the only way it could really work. But we did have another $5 super chat. Thank you. What's your guys' silver to gold purchase ratio?
Oh boy,
I've been stacking 1 ounce gold for every 100 ounce of silver.
Oh man, you know what mine is?
I don't know what.
At the height, it was 400 ounces of silver to every 1 ounce of gold. And again, remember, I'm almost 60.
kind of in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not that now.
What is it, like 200, 100?
Less.
50?
Yeah. 40, 50.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. You know why? Because first of all, I got a lot of silver. In fact, I'm upgrading my safe. I'm going to do a whole video
Nice.
on it. I've been talking with Bill.
Let us know the code too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not getting an electric one. I'm gonna have one. I'm changing the pins on the
Mechanical.
code. Right. I'm gonna
Yeah, of
mechanical
course.
one, and I'm changing.
But
the
you'll let
combo.
us know what you change it to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'll post it
course.
for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So, so anyways, but I'm thinking I'm sizing it, and I'm like, crap, that's a lot of silver.
Gotta go big. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I store it in I have it in another safe, but I do my own protection and move stuff and all the other stuff that we've talked about with securing and other types of fake safes and all that. But
Yeah.
but I look at that and I'm like, I'm going to keep buying silver, but I don't have to buy it at the pace that I was buying before because of my
you
circumstance.
can't. Yeah, the price goes up too fast. If you're spending the same amount, you're just going to get a lot
I'm so glad
less.
you and I have been stacking when we did. I wish people
I
were
know.
doing it when we were getting it in the teens, dude. But I mean, it's like gold to me, a little higher priority until that explodes. Who knows what's going to happen with that? So right now, the ratio is lower. Yeah,
Yep.
It's 40, 50 to 1 now. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I'm probably
amazing.
200 or 300, something like that. To
Okay.
1. Okay. Heather's got a great question. What is the minimum number of ounces you recommend to have in your silver stack? My son is 8 and just reached 100 ounces, but the price of silver is increasing faster than his allowance rate. I think giving your kids an allowance of silver is such a good idea. That is like you are a 10 out of 10
great.
parent.
Wow.
If you're giving your kid silver
Yep.
as their allowance, I mean, hats off to you. That's incredible.
The only way I would tweak that a little bit, Heather, is if you're trying to encourage him or her, him in this case, to hold it, you might give him a little bit of the fiat to spend. Get rid of that, right? Get rid of that, keep the silver. Maybe a mix.
Yeah, they can learn.
Yeah.
I put out a video a couple of years ago, and I recommended a minimum of 40 ounces of silver for every person in your family as a starting point.
Oh, my word.
That's where you want. That's the minimum. So
Right,
he's
right,
already
right.
there. That's great. Just keep stacking at whatever pace you can. For me, I've got a family of 5, so my minimum is 200. And then at that point, I actually think, maybe you don't need to focus on the silver as much as you do kind of paying down all your debt, crush all that, and then go back to stacking. But if you have no debt, then just keep stacking.
Right.
So.
I think the high interest revolving debt should be dealt with even before you stack. Get that
Probably,
one
yeah.
down. But then
Credit
there's other
cards.
debt that you can, you should
The
be
house
stacking
doesn't
before
matter.
that. Well,
And especially
yeah.
if the inflation is higher than your mortgage, then who cares, really?
Hey, we're running out of time. We have a lot of giveaways to go through, dude. So
Let's start doing them.
Should we just jump in, or do we need? There's some super chats. Can we just finish off with the super chats?
Well, before you do that, let me remind people here. I'm putting the link in right now. To enter the giveaway, you have to go to that video and leave a comment with the word SilverPros in it. That is how you enter the giveaways that we're doing right now. So I'm putting it in the chat, but you can't put SilverPros in this chat. You have to leave a comment on the video link. That it's the Yankees' last video. That's the only way to enter the giveaway.
Yes,
you
that's
have
it.
to comment SilverPros
Bingo.
on his video.
Yep.
Otherwise, you will not be entered. Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. So really quick super chats. Really appreciate you guys. Self-flow stacking. This time later year, I had 15 ounces, including a Morgan round from Yankee. I had 150 ounces today, and I just wanted to say thank you again. Wow, that means a lot. I'm so excited for you, SoFlo. Good job. And thanks for that $5. 949 Designs super chatted $20. Yankees' new safe code is #nothing to see here. Yeah, perfect, man, perfect. And Joel super chatted $2. Is there a brand of safe you recommend? You're just going to have to wait for that video. I've gone through a lot of different types of safes, worked up with Bill. You just stay tuned. You'll figure out what I'm going to get and why. All right, so there's the camera. It's back on. I don't know how long this battery's going to last. Sorry about that, guys. So we've got some silver. let's do mine first,
do
and
them
then
first,
we'll do
yeah.
SD bullions next. So again,
How many total giveaways are you doing, Yankee?
oh, dude, how many should I do? 1,000?
Well, 1,000
kidding, I'm
giveaways.
kidding,
Yeah,
I'm
we
kidding.
got time for that.
Do you remember Dean? Do you remember the Tiny Tigers?
Oh yeah,
This
I
was
do remember.
somebody
Dean
won
from
this.
He's up in Canada.
He was. He
Yeah, great
passed.
guy.
He passed in January.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a wonderful guy. He made these little tiny tigers. Somebody won this, never emailed me. So somebody's going to get this beautiful poured silver, 3/9 fine silver from Dean. Wonderful guy that was part of our community. So we'll put that aside.
I got a bunch of his pours.
I know, right?
He was amazing.
He
Rest
really
in peace. He did a
was.
custom dragon for me back in the day.
It did.
Yeah.
We helped him get a wheelchair, the community. That was such a great.
Oh yeah,
You
I
remember that live
that.
stream? Oh,
Yeah, we raised a bunch of money.
$1.40, 1 ounce of constitutional. Benji, do I have a Kennedy? It's just
So
all
that's-
Benjis. Oh no, Kennedy. We'll do a Benji and a Kennedy. All right, so there's one. I'll do this as well. That's the $1.40 of constitutional. Rule of thumb, it's around an ounce. And then pocket pingers. How about if I do 3 pocket pingers, one right at the other? Bang, bang, bang. So one ping, you can pick black or pink. We'll do 3 pocket pingers. If you don't know what a pocket pinger is, can I just shout that out for a moment, really quick?
Do it on the tiger. Do it on the tiger.
That's a tough one. The poured is tough, wise guy. Listen to that, Benji. Oh yeah. So it's a great way to test your metals. Highly recommended. In fact, if you don't win tonight, there is a way that you can get some free silver by buying a pocket pinger, okay? I'm going to put a second link in the chat. This one's special, so I would wait to see if you won one. But if you don't win, put that link aside. Click it and buy. The first 5 people that buy it will get a fake and a real silver and fake $50 right there. You'll get one of those packets with your purchase so that you can test
nice.
and learn. Isn't that neat? So again, wait until to see if you win. I'm going to give away 3 of them, but if you don't, there's the link. Mods, you can help people out later on. I'll just put it in there. All right. What else? Oh yeah, the Eagles.
So we're up to 5 giveaways. Now we're
Are
doing the
we?
Eagles. So is
Oh,
that
you got
7
1, 2,
now
3,
you're
4,
doing?
5. Yeah, that's 5. 6, 7. These 2 Eagles were part of the end of my stream, and I missed it. Somebody super chatted, got me over a milestone, and I was able to, I was going to give away 2 Eagles, and I didn't know it. And afterwards, people were like, "Yankee, you missed it." I'm like, "Oh, I'm making it right
anyone
tonight.
else-
I'm
who else
making it
heard
right
that?
tonight." All right, 2 Eagles.
Let me know if you heard what he just said in the chat. Let me hear it.
What?
Nothing. Keep going. You're good.
Okay, so 2 Eagles. So 2007 and a 2009. What do you think? That's 7 giveaways.
Yeah, 7. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Let me go here. Let me refresh this. Bring up the screen. There we go. The link.
And then we're doing the giveaways from.
Oh, I need to
SD
cancel.
Bullion.
I do need to cancel the Q&As. We're done with that. Boop, boop. End the Q&A. Confirmed.
Might go a few minutes long tonight.
Yeah,
but it's the
I know.
finale. So
It's the finale. They don't care, right?
Merry
They're fine
Christmas.
with that, right? There's that. Comments. We'll put in SilverPros. That's what they should have put in, right?
SilverPros.
And we're doing 7, right? So we're going to do it in order. It's the Tiny Tiger. It's
Tiny Tiger first.
and then the $1.40, then the three pocket pingers, and then the 2 Eagles.
Let's
So
do
that's
it.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
4
7.
spins.
No, it's not spins. I just select how many winners and we
four
do it.
selects.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Wait. You're just gonna scroll down and in that order.
Yeah, in that order.
Okay,
It's
okay.
going to be
I
quick,
love it.
dude.
I love
Much
it.
faster than the wheel.
Wow. All right.
All right, so we're sucking up all the comments right now. Let's see how many unique comments. 529 unique comments. All right, that's good.
You don't need to put a comma in it as long as you had the word silver
No.
and the
Silver
word
and
pros.
pro.
then you're
That's
good.
it. That's it. All right.
You're good.
Here we go.
Let's see it
This is for the Tiny Tiger and all of them. So we're just working our way down here.
in order.
In order. Here we go. You can see all the comments flying by.
Who's gonna get that?
Yeah, the
tiny
comment
tiger?
the comment works too. All right, here we go.
I think I got like 5 of them, but
All
mine
right.
are a deep stack.
So here we are, training with lions.
All right.
Lions, interesting. Get the tiny
Lion and
tiger.
tiger.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and then Grumpy Grasshole 7945 gets the buck 40.
Grumpy, what's up? Congrats.
SilverPros AI more rigged than the wheel. Silver will reach 100 soon. Not sure in the next 3 months. All right, you got the buck 40. All right, looks like Alphonse Jolly 7827 SilverPros gets a pocket pinger.
Yep.
And Mr. Eric H5470 gets a pocket pinger.
Congratulations.
And Growing Groceries gets a pocket pinger.
Yep.
Now the two eagles, here they are. Where is the clicker?
I love that name.
Best silver duo on YouTube, Silver Pros. And Gene Wilcox,
Oh my
Silver
gosh,
Pros.
Gene, congratulations.
Gene, you won an eagle. So those last two, Where is the clicker? And Gene Wilcox, you won an eagle. And how do you claim your prize?
I don't know. How do they claim it?
How do they, Yankee? You email me at YankeeStacking@gmail.com. YankeeStacking@gmail.com. Where is it? That's it right there. YankeeStacking.
Congratulations, everyone.
All right.
But don't go away because
go away,
we still
'cause
have
we've-
a final giveaway.
Right. So should I show them now?
Yes. What are they winning now? This is
Oh.
courtesy of SD Bullion.
SD Bullion. Check this out. And this is important, guys, because SD Bullion loves to do their holiday collection. They have Christmas. Look at these 1 ouncers. 1 ounce Bethlehem Nativity.
That's actually
Christmas
kinda cool.
silver round. I know. Let's click this. That is really cool. Yes. That's beautiful.
I like that.
Whoa. I didn't know it was Scottsdale.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that suddenly just went way up in my mind.
4.9's fine silver.
Dude. Okay. Yeah.
Glory
that
to
is
God in the
really
highest.
nice.
Love it. That's really cool.
Okay. So that's one. And then here's the second. This is the colorized version, the Holy Family. And again, it's Scottsdale Mint, dude.
Wow.
I didn't know both of them are. That's really
Wow.
cool. So that's the second one. Very nice, guys. And then I said to Chase, Chase, it's our season finale. And he's like,
Gotta do something good, right?
yeah. Well, I do encourage, if you don't win, to actually go to the holiday collection. There's a lot of good stuff in here. There's really, really cool things. So just go holiday right on the front page. But he said, how about, since we are selling, I should say, the beautiful 5 ounce high relief 2025 Tree of Life. There's just 1,000 of these, guys.
No.
Yes. He said the 1 ounce. So we're going to do the 1 ounce, guys. So if you go here, I know. We gave away 5 ounces last time, right? We did on last Silver Pros. This one, no. Look at this. The serialized ones are gone.
I know.
All 10. So this one right here, though, is the 1 ounce. And you have to admit, that is a beautiful coin. I love mine.
And you got the whole collection, right? Don't you?
Yeah, those are beautiful. I got all the Tree of Lives, or all the series, not just the Tree of Life, the lion. I'm just drawing a blank, but all of them, right? The sword, I love that one. But this one is a Tree of Life. Have great detail in it. I highly recommend, if you don't win, to get one or more. These are really nice, exclusively at SD Bullion. We're giving one of those away as well.
So it's going to be those 3 ounces in that order.
That's
in
right.
The order. Okay.
I think those are pretty good, don't you?
I think those are great giveaways. It's a great way to end the year. It's been a great year for silver. We've had a lot of fun with this series. This is our 7th season of Silver Pros. And we are renewing for an 8th season next year, guys. So it will be once again sponsored by SD Bullion.
Yes.
And we have renewed for an 8th season. So stay tuned
so
next
excited.
year.
Yes. Aren't you proud to be an ambassador for SD Bullion?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I am. There's no other bullion dealer I would want to be associated with as much as SD Bullion. They are fantastic. All right. So we've got 546. All right. So we're going to do 3 this time.
All
3
right.
winners.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, boy. And you know the order, right?
Yeah, we know the order. And Merry
Okay.
Christmas, too. Let's see here. Might be
Okay,
more
Medic.
suspenseful than the wheel.
Medic
Hey.
1541. You won the first of that's the Nativity, Bethlehem
Nativity.
one. The Bethlehem one, right?
Scottsdale Mint.
Scottsdale Mint.
Congratulations.
Sammy Seward Perry. I think that's right. Sammy Ward Perry. SilverPros, stack like a pro. That's our tagline. Love it. You won the colorized Nativity, the family, the colorized one from
Scottsdale.
Thank you. And there's
Beautiful.
Bigfoot 7971, SilverPros. You won the Tree of Life, 1 ounce silver coin. So congratulations, all three of you. Please email me your mailing address. And also, all winners, please include your phone number on these three. So Medic, Sammy, and Bigfoot, just you three, because it's going to come directly from SD Bullion. So please include your phone number just in case they need to get into contact with you if there's any issues. So that's it, man. We did it.
You know, it's been such a great year, Yankee. I've loved doing this with you. And I want to wish everyone out there a Merry Christmas. And we all remember Jesus is the reason for the season. Amen. And, you know, just wishing the best for everyone, for you, your families, and, you know, stay safe. And I'm looking forward to 2026. I think it's going to be a great year. Lots of stuff to look forward to.
Yes, this is going to be an amazing year coming up. But it's going to be amazing, especially for those who have their true hope and faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the hope of Jesus and the true gift of Christmas in your heart, I encourage you to do that. Reach out to me again at YankeeStacking@gmail.com. I'd love to talk with you. I've got several people that are curious about that and have reached out to me, and I have calls scheduled with them to talk about what really matters. And guys, I'll tell you one thing. It isn't silver and gold that truly matters in the end. All right? You need the real wealth that comes from having a personal relationship with God through his son, Jesus. So thank you again for joining on SilverPros. We're so glad you guys did. And congratulations to all the winners, and Merry Christmas.
Yep, and we will see you next year on SilverPros.
Stack like a pro.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.